Hello and welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, a channel dedicated to helping you cultivate a richer, more fulfilling life, both financially and spiritually. Have you ever felt like anxiety is running the show, trapping you in an endless loop of worries? What if I told you there's an ancient teaching, a time-tested philosophy, that can genuinely help you break free from that anxiety, perhaps even permanently? In the next few minutes, you're going to discover how a simple, yet incredibly powerful, lesson from the Buddha has helped millions of people just like you calm their minds and find lasting inner peace. Stick with me, because by the end of this video you'll have a practical tool, not just some abstract concept, that you can use to transform your life. And, anxiety can truly become a thing of the past. If that sounds interesting to you, please like this video and subscribe to the Wisdom and Wealth channel to be alerted to more videos that are on the way. Let's begin with an introduction to Buddhism and its application in our daily lives. Now, Buddhism is often viewed, and rightly so, as a profound spiritual path. But, what many people don't realize is that its core teachings also have incredibly practical applications in our everyday lives, regardless of whether or not you actually follow the religion itself. At its core, Buddhism is really about understanding the mind, how our thoughts, our emotions, and our attachments shape our experience of the world. This fundamental understanding is particularly useful, almost essential, when it comes to managing anxiety and stress, especially as we get older and have more experiences to draw on. The Buddha taught that suffering is an inevitable part of life, a universal truth, but it doesn't need to control us. In fact, by carefully examining the way we think, the ways we react, we can learn to dramatically reduce, or even eliminate, the suffering that is caused by our own minds. One of the most powerful aspects of Buddhism is this simple idea: our internal experiences, our thoughts, our fears, our desires, are often the root cause of the anxiety we feel. This means that by changing our relationship with these internal states, not necessarily eliminating them, but changing the way we relate to them, we can radically change how we experience life. And you don't need to become a Buddhist monk, you certainly don't have to follow complex rituals, to benefit from these teachings. The profound wisdom of the Buddha can be applied in very practical ways to everyday life, helping us cultivate mindfulness, compassion, and clarity. Buddhism teaches us how to approach life's challenges, the inevitable bumps in the road, with calmness and equanimity, no matter what circumstances we face. This doesn't mean we can avoid pain, loss, or difficulties, of course not. Instead, it teaches us how to relate to these challenges in a way that doesn't overwhelm us, in a way that allows us to respond with wisdom and grace. And if you are enjoying what you hear, why not like this video and subscribe to the Wisdom and Wealth channel to be alerted to more videos that are on the way. Buddhism offers us specific tools, not just abstract ideas, to help us develop a more peaceful, balanced, and clear-minded approach to life. These tools include practices like meditation, mindfulness, and a deeper understanding of concepts like impermanence, attachment, and the very nature of our minds. In the upcoming chapters of this video, we'll explore in detail how each of these teachings can help you reduce anxiety, find inner peace, and live a more fulfilling life. By applying these principles of Buddhism, you can break free from the patterns of fear and worry that often dominate your mind, and experience life with greater clarity, compassion, and peace. Let's start with the power of mindfulness, how to truly live in the present moment. One of the most transformative teachings in Buddhism is the practice of mindfulness, or sati in Pali, the ancient language the Buddha spoke. Mindfulness is, simply put, the art of being fully present in the moment, paying attention to our thoughts, our feelings, and our sensations without judgment or attachment. When we are mindful, we can observe our experiences without getting lost in them or overwhelmed by them. This practice allows us to step out of the cycle of anxiety and stress, and instead live in a state of calm awareness. In the modern world, it's all too easy to get caught up in the endless demands of life. We're constantly thinking about the future, what needs to be done, what might go wrong, or dwelling on the past, the mistakes we've made, things we wish we could change. This constant mental chatter is often at the very root of our anxiety. Our minds are rarely focused on the present moment, and as a result, we become disconnected from the world around us and, perhaps more importantly, from ourselves. Mindfulness teaches us to break free from this cycle by gently bringing our attention back to the present moment. When we focus on the here and now, we create a space between ourselves and our thoughts. We begin to realize that thoughts, whether they are about the future or the past, are not our reality. They are simply mental events that come and go. By practicing mindfulness, we can stop identifying with these thoughts and start observing them without judgment. And, if this teaching resonates with you, why not like this video and subscribe to the Wisdom and Wealth channel to be alerted to more videos that are on the way. This might sound simple, even obvious, but in practice, mindfulness requires patience and consistency. It's really about training the mind to return to the present moment, again and again. This doesn't mean that we force ourselves to stop thinking, of course not. It simply means that we gently acknowledge the thoughts that arise, and then let them go without becoming entangled in them. Mindfulness can be practiced in any moment of your day, whether you're eating, walking, or even having a conversation. The key is to be fully present and engaged with whatever you're doing. For example, when you're eating, pay attention to the taste, the texture, and the smell of the food. If your mind starts to wander, as it inevitably will, gently bring your attention back to the experience of eating. This simple practice helps train your mind to stay in the present, and over time, it reduces the mental clutter that leads to anxiety. A particularly powerful way to practice mindfulness is through mindful breathing. By focusing on our breath, we anchor ourselves to the present moment and create a sense of calm. Take a deep breath right now. As you inhale, feel the air fill your lungs. And as you exhale, feel the tension leave your body. This simple act of mindful breathing helps reset the nervous system, reduces stress, and brings us back to a state of clarity and peace. Mindfulness is not just about being present, it's also about cultivating awareness of our inner world. It's about becoming more conscious of the thoughts and emotions that arise within us, and how we react to them. For example, when you feel anxiety start to build, instead of letting it take over, you can notice the physical sensations associated with it, the tightness in the chest, the shallow breathing, the racing thoughts. And simply acknowledge them without judgment. By doing this, you take away the power that anxiety has over you. You are no longer controlled by it, you are simply observing it. This practice of observing without judgment is key to reducing anxiety. When we stop labeling our emotions as good or bad, we take away their power to control us. Emotions, including anxiety, are just experiences that arise in the mind. They don't define us, and they don't last forever. Through mindfulness, we learn to let go of our attachment to these emotions and let them come and go freely. As you incorporate mindfulness into your daily life, you'll begin to notice subtle, yet profound, shifts in how you experience the world. The constant pressure to do or achieve begins to fade, and you can simply be. You'll find that anxiety becomes less of a problem because your mind is no longer trapped in the future or the past. Instead, you are fully present with whatever is happening right now. Mindfulness also helps you cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude. When we're caught up in anxiety, we often focus on what's wrong or what we fear will happen. Mindfulness invites us to shift our focus to what is right in the present moment, the breath in our lungs, the beauty of nature, the connection with others. This shift in focus not only reduces anxiety, but also enhances our overall well-being. Through the power of mindfulness, you can learn to live with more clarity, calmness, and peace. You will be better equipped to handle life's challenges because you will no longer be swept away by the storms of anxiety and worry. Instead, you'll stand firm, grounded in the present moment, able to respond with wisdom and compassion. In the next section, we'll explore how meditation can be a powerful tool to deepen your mindfulness practice and further reduce anxiety. Meditation as a tool for mental calm. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating a calm mind and managing anxiety. At its core, meditation is about creating a space of stillness and awareness where we can observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment. In Buddhism, meditation is not just a practice, it is a way of training the mind to be more focused, clear, and present. When we meditate, we intentionally quiet the noise of our daily lives, allowing us to step away from the constant stream of thoughts and distractions that often fuel our anxiety. It's like creating a moment of refuge for the mind, where we can find peace even in the midst of chaos. Many people think of meditation as sitting still for hours with a completely empty mind, but this is not the case. Meditation is a practice of observing the mind, not forcing it to be still. In fact, it's completely normal for thoughts to arise during meditation. The key is not to get caught up in them or react to them. Instead, we observe them with curiosity and awareness, knowing that they are simply temporary mental events that will pass. One of the most common meditation practices is samatha meditation, which focuses on calming the mind and developing concentration. This is often done by focusing on the breath. When you sit down to meditate, find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Focus on the sensation of the breath entering and leaving your body. Don't try to control your breath, just observe it. As you focus on the breath, you will likely notice that your mind starts to wander. This is completely normal. When this happens, simply bring your attention back to the breath. Each time you notice your mind wandering, gently return your focus to the breath. You are strengthening your ability to focus and calm the mind. Meditation helps to break the cycle of anxiety by teaching us to observe our thoughts without getting lost in them. When we're anxious, our minds often race with worries about the future or the past. Meditation helps us slow down this mental chatter and create space between ourselves and our thoughts. We begin to realize that we are not our thoughts, we are the observer of our thoughts. This realization is incredibly liberating because it allows us to detach from anxiety and see it as just another passing experience, not something that defines us. Another powerful meditation technique is vipassana meditation, or insight meditation. This practice involves observing our thoughts and feelings with a deeper level of awareness. Instead of just focusing on the breath, we expand our attention to all of our bodily sensations, emotions, and mental states. The goal is to observe them without reacting, labeling, or judging them. We simply allow everything to arise and pass away naturally, like clouds drifting through the sky. Through this practice, we begin to see that everything, including our thoughts and emotions, is impermanent. This insight into the impermanence of all things is one of the key teachings of Buddhism. When we truly understand that our anxious thoughts will eventually pass, we can detach from them and stop feeding them with fear or resistance. Instead of pushing anxiety away or getting caught up in it, we simply observe it and allow it to come and go. Meditation also has a profound impact on our nervous system. Studies have shown that regular meditation can help reduce the physical symptoms of anxiety, such as rapid heart rate, shallow breathing, and muscle tension. By calming the mind, meditation also calms the body, creating a sense of overall relaxation and well-being. When practiced regularly, meditation can lead to lasting changes in the brain. Research has shown that long-term meditators have increased activity in areas of the brain associated with emotional regulation and self-awareness. This means that, over time, meditation can help us respond to stress and anxiety more skillfully. We become less reactive and more able to stay calm and focused, even in challenging situations. If you're new to meditation, start with just a few minutes each day. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your focus back to the breath. Don't judge yourself for having thoughts, just notice them and let them go. Over time, you can gradually increase the length of your meditation sessions. Meditation is not a quick fix for anxiety, but with regular practice, it can significantly reduce the intensity and frequency of anxious thoughts. It's a practice that builds over time, and with patience and consistency, you'll start to notice profound changes in how you relate to anxiety. In the next section, we'll explore the concept of detachment and how learning to let go of our attachments can lead to freedom from suffering and anxiety. And again, if you are finding value in what we are presenting here, Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the Wisdom and Wealth channel to be alerted to more videos that are on the way.